There is something we need to believe in. There is something we need to learn for ourselves. You see where I am? It's a very good farmer, very intelligent farmer. He has invested money in the breed. They have invested money in the structures. They have invested money in the local breeds. Do you see these goats where they are holding? This is a goat. The manager was complaining that this animal was bred when it was still young. But checking it, I think my things are too evident. I told you how to check for an age. Do you see those permanent teeth? These pairs? This is a permanent teeth. These two. And these are milk teeth. This implication tells you that this goat you see is 1 year old. But look at the goat which is 1 year old. Good enough, it seems that where it was bred very well. Sorry, it was fed very well, and it came on maturity, and it was bred earlier. You know, locals are always bred at around 2 years or 2.5. So this was bred when it was 8 months. So it produced when it was 1 year. But it did not manage to hold the baby till when it is ready to be produced. So it got a miscarriage. What could be the issue? One was the size of the mother, because there is a certain size that we can accept to breed animals. So this baby, this girl could not hold the weight of the baby. That's why it had the miscarriage. Itself, the nutritional values that it needs in the body to maintain herself and again maintain the baby, I think it didn't have it. The mechanism of the body, when it cannot hold the fetus, it cannot feed the fetus very well. Instead of losing the life of the host, it always ejects the fetus. So that's what happened. There is no disease that caused that, but to me, it was all about the size and the breed of the animal. That is okay. For your information, this farmer is trying to do what they call zero grazing. He does not allow these animals to go out. They are fed in one area, the way you can see. It is very good. And what he's doing is really very good and perfect, because we can access all the feeds. But the quality of some goats he's doing are really not good. You're going to find that he's investing a lot of money for a longer time before he even gets the money in the wallet. Because when you look at this animal, some of them like that size, they will need more other 2 years to become a real goat. Of which those days, if you're doing zero grazing, they will be eating every day. You get? Remember, if you're producing your meal, you have to look at the kilos. What is the outturn of the kilo? What is the cost of that kilo? You get it? So we have to think about that. But here, I would advise my farmer to at least start improving, but at least eliminate more of the locals. If you're starting with the locals, at least start with the bigger ones, the older ones that are just going to start producing the babies, and you look at the babies. So the economical sense of the locals being fed on zero grazing, I think it cannot do very well. Secondly, I want you people to think about yourselves. Most of the people here, Middle East or where, they are coming here looking for the grass. To come, invest in the grass here, buy it from here, put it on the plane, and take it to their country. Mostly alpha. But what is the reason? And where are they taking it? Because whichever business you do, you're doing it such that you can get the money. So those people, if they are thinking of coming here, buying the grass from here, take it on the plane to their country, feed it on their animals, produce whatever they want to produce. Let it be milk, let it be meat. Where do you think they are going to benefit from? And where we who are staying here, what are we really getting? So that brings us something that in Uganda, we are very rich because we can have all what it takes. We have the grass, we have the animals, we have the technical people that can really guide us through that line. For your information, I'm really so happy with some of my colleagues now. They have come up giving out information on how people can use the materials we have and we get more other money out of it. I will thank Gali Wangu. Is one of the guys that have come out to really show you how we can make money out of it. Our issue, I told you, our work is playing with genetics, management, and nutrition. So how do we use the nutritional part of our country or the grasses to make money, to make muscles? So that guy has also started helping, which is very important and which is very good. Some other thing, I don't know whether you thought about this or you know about this. Goats during the dry spell, they look much better. And during the rainy season, they look very bad. This is the reason. Goats in their, or animals in their meals or in their ration, they need dry matter. Look at how much does an animal need as a dry matter. Then after that, know what your animals are getting as a dry matter. Because you know, when an animal takes fresh grass, most of the content of that grass is water. And you find that an animal has not utilized the content of that grass, the nutritional value of that grass. Then finally, an animal be there and it looks funny. But if an animal is taking more of dry matter, it is utilizing that dry matter more and the body benefits more. That's why during the rainy season, goats look funny. And during the dry spell, they look much better. That is the reason. So, me, the research I'm doing, I'm trying to feed my animals on more of a dry matter. And of which, that grass I know what content is there. So I want to see, and I want to make sure that I produce animals which have bigger muscles, which have much fats, and they are living on natural grass. Let it be dry or hay, and that hay is all about our natural grasses. So we preserve it. The reason why we harvest it such that it can regrow, and then we get more other grass. And two, to increase on the dry matter in the meals of our animals. So, think about this. Don't think that you're poor. You're not poor, but you need to know what to invest in. We have many people, I think, who have the money that can do this kind of project, but we don't know which projects are to be invested in. So, like here, I'm going to make sure these people understand what I want, and I know they will benefit. And they will again come back here to see whether these people are doing perfect. Look at the way they made the structure. I really love the way these people have made it. Myself, these people have been following me for quite long. They have been seeing whatever I've been posting. And they have really used my brain to make what they have right now. Do you know, I am going back to the information. If people get right information, they can do a better project. Look at whatever they've done. It's really so perfect, well aerated. I think you don't see any goat sneezing here. Why? Because the aeration is too perfect. The exercising area is too big. And then all the portions are there. There is a spraying yard, there is an exercising yard, there is a shelter, and then there is a kids pen. So this farmer is not going to make loss in the mortality of kids or even goats itself, but is going to make loss because of the quality of the breed he has decided to go for. You find that an animal to come up in 3 years, it should have eaten over 150,000 or 100, and then the worth of that animal will again be 120. So finally you find that you will be in the loss. But I think you will understand it and we shall use it. Thank you very much. Let me wish you the best. And we thank this kind of people that have started, and we shall make it. Thank you very much.